Have you ever met people who, when the topic turns to money, can't resist bragging about their latest big earnings? They might tell you about how they recently made hundreds of thousands or boast about their smart investments. When the conversation shifts to relationships, they can't help but name drop, highlighting their connections with influential people or industry leaders. And when it comes to emotions, their mantra seems to be, "I am the happiest person in the world," spoken with such fervor that it feels like they are trying to convince themselves as much as you. If you pay close attention, though, you'll often notice that those who are the most eager to showcase their successes, whether in wealth, relationships, or happiness, are often the ones who feel the most insecure. It's as if they are trying to fill an inner void with outward displays of achievement and joy. This tendency reminds me of a saying by Mr. Jong. Don't flaunt happiness, don't flaunt sweetness, don't flaunt success, and don't flaunt achievements. In other words, true contentment is quiet and understated. The more you flaunt, the more you reveal what you lack inside. There's a natural principle at play here. What is openly displayed often loses its value. Just like moisture evaporates under the sun, exposing your inner joys and successes to the world can diminish their essence. True happiness is about nurturing your own heart, not about seeking validation or admiration from others. It's an intimate internal state that flourishes best when kept close, cultivated through personal growth and quiet reflection rather than public acclaim. As we journey through life, many of us learn that the best way to protect our inner peace and well-being is through the art of restraint and discretion. Restraint in words, actions, and emotions becomes a shield against the inevitable challenges life throws our way. It allows us to maintain a sense of balance and equanimity, regardless of external circumstances. Consider the power of restraining your speech. Jong, a well-known writer, once recounted a story that profoundly shaped his approach to life. Years ago, he and his wife were on a trip to Paris. During their lunch break, their tour bus stopped near the Louvre. Having visited the museum before, Jong confidently led his wife on a whirlwind tour, eager to share his knowledge and experience. Upon their return, he boasted to his fellow travelers about how they managed to see numerous world-famous artworks and even bought some souvenirs in such a short time. Some of the other tourists, who hadn't gone, looked at him with a mix of envy and disbelief. One woman, curious about their adventure, asked, "Were the tickets expensive? How much did they cost?" In that moment, Jong was caught off guard. He realized they had been so rushed to see the museum that they actually forgot to purchase tickets. Feeling awkward and exposed, he stood there, unsure of how to answer. Sensing his discomfort, the woman swiftly changed the subject, pointing out the Eiffel Tower in the distance, thus diverting attention away from his mistake. She tactfully steered the conversation away, preventing further embarrassment for Jong. This incident taught him a valuable lesson. Always leave room for others in conversation, never speak too bluntly, and always consider the feelings of those around you. It's not just about what you say, but how you say it, and what you choose not to say that defines your character and wisdom. This approach made Jong one of the most beloved speakers among his fans, known for his thoughtful, considerate communication style. The wisdom of restraint is not just about speaking less, but also about understanding the right moments to share and the right moments to remain silent. As the ancient text, Huinenzi, says, 1,000 perfect words do not equal a single silent moment. Some truths are best left unspoken. Some thoughts should remain unvoiced. Broadcasting every detail or opinion can sometimes reveal more about our ignorance than our knowledge. Understanding when to hold back is a sign of maturity and deep wisdom. As we reach middle age, the importance of managing our words becomes even more apparent. It's crucial to avoid probing questions that can lead to discomfort or conflict. Instead, Learning to stop at the right time and give yourself and others a way out is a mark of true intelligence and empathy. We must also refrain from speaking about others' private matters, as respecting privacy is a fundamental act of kindness and consideration. And of course, we should avoid boasting. Those who are truly wise and emotionally intelligent do not feel the need to boast. They understand the value of humility and moderation. Knowing what to say and when to stop is not just a social skill. It's a life philosophy that leads to a richer, more meaningful existence. Beyond words, there is also a need to conceal our actions. Whether in times of success or adversity, working diligently and quietly often yields the best results. Let's consider the story of Old Hu, a man who embarked on a journey of entrepreneurship 2 decades ago. Leaving behind a stable job, he ventured into the fruit business, capitalizing on government support for youth entrepreneurship. His dedication, attention to quality, and genuine customer service allowed his business to flourish. He quickly expanded, opening more than 10 branches and becoming a millionaire. However, success can sometimes lead to overconfidence. In his case, this manifested when he decided to invest in the furniture business, expecting it to be as successful as his fruit venture. But the market can be unpredictable. In the first year, the furniture business faced significant turbulence, leading to substantial losses. His once thriving fruit business also began to suffer, and he found himself back where he started, with just one store left. Faced with the collapse of his career and the heavy responsibilities of caring for both elderly parents and young children, Old Hu fell into a deep depression. His spirit was broken, and he felt like a shadow of his former self. At his lowest point, a friend recommended that he find solace in reading. Immersing himself in books provided a much-needed escape, but more importantly, it became a source of insight and renewal. Through the process of reading, Old Hu realized that his failure stemmed from a lack of careful market analysis and a tendency to rush into decisions without proper consideration. This epiphany helped him regain his confidence. He returned to his original business, applying the lessons he had learned from his mistakes. With renewed focus and determination, his fruit store began to thrive again. There's a saying that books are like medicine, they heal when taken at the right time. Just as good medicine can cure physical ailments, good books have the power to heal the soul, providing clarity, wisdom, and comfort in difficult times. Life is full of challenges and setbacks, but by choosing to learn and grow through reading and reflection, we can navigate these difficulties more effectively. When times are tough, books can be our greatest allies, offering new perspectives and solutions that we may not have considered. In prosperous times, it's crucial to seize opportunities with diligence and hard work, understanding that every effort, no matter how small, contributes to our overall growth and success. In the latter half of life, focusing on these 3 principles, finding joy and contentment, working diligently without being overly concerned about immediate results, and continuing to learn and expand our knowledge, can help us maintain a balanced, fulfilling existence. But life isn't just about managing words and actions, it's also about mastering our emotions. Mr. Ta Xingyi once said, "After a heavy rain, some people look up and see the beauty of the clear sky, while others look down and see only the mud." Similarly, when life presents us with challenges, those who can control their emotions and maintain a calm, steady mind will handle any situation with grace and resilience. Take the life of Miss Ging, a revered expert in classical poetry. Her life was marked by numerous hardships, yet she maintained a remarkably composure and inner strength throughout. In her youth, she faced the devastating loss of her mother, who succumbed to a prolonged illness. Instead of allowing this loss to break her, Miss Ging channeled her grief into her poetry, finding solace and expression in her art. Later, her husband's career took a downturn, and he became increasingly frustrated and volatile. He often directed his anger toward her, yet she bore it all with extraordinary patience, choosing to focus on her daughters and her work instead of her pain. Her strength was further tested when her eldest daughter tragically died in a car accident. The pain of losing her child was almost unbearable, yet she remained outwardly calm, organizing the memorial service and supporting her family through the loss. Despite the many trials life threw at her, Miss Ging did not allow herself to be overwhelmed by her emotions. Instead, she focused on her career and her passion for poetry, making significant contributions to her field. Her resilience and ability to remain composed in the face of adversity became a source of inspiration for many. The motivational speaker Tony Robbins once said, "The secret to an outstanding life is mastering the power of emotions instead of being dominated by them." This wisdom rings true for anyone who has faced life's ups and downs. Truly strong individuals are those who have learned to control their emotions, allowing reason to guide their actions rather than being swayed by fleeting feelings. They understand that life is a series of ebbs and flows, and that maintaining inner stability is the key to navigating its challenges with grace. In the second half of life, achieving peace and ease comes down to practicing three key principles. First, practice detachment by letting go of unnecessary worries and focusing on what brings you joy. This helps you experience more happiness and fulfillment. Second, stop inner conflict by distancing yourself from pain and focusing on healing. Inner turmoil can be a self-imposed prison, but by letting go of it, you can regain your freedom and peace of mind. Third, focus on being true to yourself. By staying true to your values and not being swayed by external pressures, you can live a life that is authentic and fulfilling. Life is never perfect. It's filled with ups and downs, joys and sorrows, victories and defeats. But by mastering the art of concealment, whether it's in our words, actions, or emotions, we can navigate life's challenges with greater wisdom and resilience. As the ancient philosopher Gagi said, "The way of the sage lies in concealment." Understanding this concept is the key to a wise and fulfilling life. Being good at concealment is not about hiding away or being deceitful. It's about knowing when to hold back and when to let go. It's about understanding that not every thought needs to be voiced, not every action needs to be displayed, and not every emotion needs to be shared. By mastering this art, we protect our inner peace and cultivate a deeper sense of contentment and joy. So, as we move forward in life, let's embrace the wisdom of concealment. Let's learn to speak thoughtfully, act wisely, and maintain our inner calm, regardless of what life throws our way. May we all continue to grow and evolve, becoming better versions of ourselves with each passing day. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment below. Your support helps us create more content that inspires and uplifts. See you in the next video.